ain't that great.
Yep.
So you have
They're
to
very
be
low power.
10 trucks. That's pretty much all you're gonna get.
Yeah.
So if you want to hear what the lead truck's saying, I had to drive all the way. So that's why you call me out all the time when we were driving all the way down here, passing all the trucks up, just to be able to get that CB chatter.
Yeah. Okay.
And then pull over and get some footage, and then.
Oh, that's why I thought you were just getting it so you could stop and watch the trucks drive by, and
that as well too.
And you had the flexibility in this thing. You could get out there and drive 70 mile an hour in the left lane and go by everybody. So.
And that's exactly what we did.
So you left Bakersfield? No, yeah, you left Bakersfield, which is not too far from Atlanta, really.
2 hours and a half.
I mean, it's not like you're from Northern California or something. So you weren't too far away. You went over there to Atlanta. When did you get there? On the day they left, or were you there?
On the meetup. I was there the 22nd. 23rd was the first day they took off. Okay. So although the channel says the day 21 of coverage, it's actually day 22 of coverage. Okay. Because I was there at the meetup. Okay. So it's been 22 days since I went.
When you pulled in the parking lot, was it like I've talked to a couple guys? They pulled in their semis. Like, there was nobody. There was like I was the first truck there. You know, that kind of
trucks. When I pulled up the meetup, there was only 5 trucks that night, or 6 trucks. A lot of vehicles. They had a couple of buses. The governor or the person who's running for governor of Nevada was there.
Oh, really?
A whole bunch of donations off the bat. They had 3 truckloads of nothing but non-perishable foods, waters, chips, you name it. And that morning, the following morning, we counted 26 trucks leave that Adelanto Stadium. And it stood like that for a couple of days, all the way until we got over into Oklahoma. Elk City.
I think by the time when we left Russell's, there was more like closer to 50, 45 or 50, 48 or some number like that. It seemed like I was trying to count them, but I was trying to talk on this and read chats and all that kind of stuff too. And they were coming in so slow into Russell's because they were coming around doing a loop and coming up to the fuel island, and it was just super slow. And I'm like, well, where was we on this black truck here? And my gosh, what was that number? Number 22? I can't remember the number. You know, that kind of thing. So you kind of lost track. But there was a few more. The funny, the thing is that once they get on the highway, other drivers that are just driving down the road would join in. Like coming through Albuquerque, we had at least 100 trucks in the convoy, and then once we got over to where did we stop?
Oklahoma. Oh no, you're talking about Amarillo.
No, not Amarillo. When we stopped in come through New Mexico, we stopped in not Tucumcari, but Russell's. We stopped at Russell's that night. Yeah.
Glen Rio.
And they were going to completely go past New Mexico because New Mexico's not a very favorable state, because of the red and the blue. But anyway, they were going to just completely bypass it. And Russell's called up and says, "You have to stop here. If you don't, we'll be mad." So, and
what Russell's
the truck stop,
that's a lot of stuff. At Russell's, I met somebody by the name of Rowdy. He's a veteran who does a lot of stuff, and that's also a trucker. And Russell's is very supportive of them. They do a ride with their MC, and he says that Russell donates all the fuel every year.
Really?
As soon as they come, they top everybody off and send everybody on their way.
Very good. Very good. So, yeah, somebody said he was a very patriotic kind of guy or whatever. So,
and he actually donated the fuel to everybody that showed up. And I don't know if you knew that.
No, I didn't know that. I thought the Convoy paid for it.
No, they had the pumps open. They had for all the vehicles as well, not only diesel.
All right, we're going around here. Let's turn the camera around real quick. This is where we're getting on the freeway. I don't know if that guy realizes nobody can hear him.
He's there every day.
Every day. He's there cheering us on. Yeah, some people are like, yeah, this is fun and everything. Other people are, whoa. I mean, really gung-ho about it.
Well, let me ask you something. How have your viewers been? What's their thoughts on this whole convoy?
Actually, on the live stream and everything, the first few days, actually the first 5 or 6 days, they had a lot of trouble trying to get all the spammers and all that stuff off there, and the trolls, and the websites, if you know what I mean, trying to get that all off. But I think we've got most of them cleared up
now.
The
webcams?
Yeah.
The hot boys, hot girls.
Yeah, wow. You get them too, yeah. So we finally got all that kind of cleaned up, and for now, I was talking to Dwayne a couple nights ago. I was talking to Dwayne, and he said, yeah, it's getting easier now because we've got so much of that cleared up. But
you got hit with a lot of trolls, I'm assuming as well.
I used to have almost no trolls, no problem. Of course, I didn't live stream, but my viewers and all my comments, they were very, everybody was thumbs up. They watched because they like the channel, they like me and they like what I'm doing out here on the channel. So when this all happened, all of a sudden I'm getting pie in the face here of all these hateful people, and I'm still trying to figure that out.
So
what is this convoy about? White supremacy, right?
Yeah, well, according to everybody.
Exactly. No, what is this whole convoy is about is we won't want to wear the masks anymore. We know from the get-go they were stupid and ridiculous. We don't want to take the jab. We don't want to be forced to take the jab. If you want to take the jab, we're pro. I never thought I'd say this, but I'm pro-choice on the jab. If you want it, fine. I don't. That's up to you. But that's what we're about. We want you to be the one who has the choice. But what is underneath all of that is this Emergency Powers Act. This Emergency Powers Act. So what this whole convoy is about is getting the Emergency Powers Act off. And once you get the Emergency Powers Act rescinded, then they can't force you to wear the mask and they can't force you to get the jab. So that's all it's about. And people are flipping us the bird because we want choice.
Now let me ask you. Some of the viewers came in last night saying that somebody threw something at your truck off a bridge.
The guy behind me, I won't tell you who. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. But anyway, a gray wolf was behind me.
Okay.
It was just north on 270. We just got off of 475 or 495.
Mm-hmm.
Got onto 270. We're a couple miles north of there, and we went under a bridge. And I was checking this stuff out, and I didn't see anything. But he says, "Man, somebody just threw something off that bridge. Just almost hit your truck." I'm like, oh yeah? What was it? He goes, I don't know. It's something like a rock or something. I don't know. Piece of metal. I don't know what it was. Oh, okay. And that's all I know about it. They haven't went back to the footage and reviewed.
That would be my next question.
Yeah.
If any of your viewers were able to see. Because believe it or not, the viewers are the ones that catch a lot of stuff that we do not catch. I'm
not looking at the screen right now, see? So they catch all this comments and stuff, and then when I'm looking at the screen, I'm not looking at the road. They're catching all that too. I don't have two eyes. I've got 3,600 times 2 would be 72,000. I have 7,200 eyes looking out around.
And here's a prime example of this one. Back in Bakersfield, we show up to a call. Somebody was under the influence of drugs, alcohol, whatever, and he walks over and drops something. So I have my whole viewer screaming at me, he just, be careful, he just put a gun in the floor. And me, I was like, I ain't seen nothing.
Yep.
Sure enough, after we left that scene, and he came up to us. He picked up a 2x4, came up to us. And sure enough, after I went back and reviewed the footage, he did, in fact, put a handgun in the floor.
Of his car?
Oh, on the floor before coming up and talking to us. So that's why I'm saying the viewers catch a lot of the stuff.
Yeah, they do.
I mean, so that's why I was asking if any of your viewers seen anything thrown off the bridge, or
I haven't heard a whole lot. I've heard a couple people talk about it, got bagged. Hey, somebody threw something in. I guess. Now, were they throwing it at me or just a truck? Probably just a truck,
PA Toyman, thank you so much for that. Super high sat snack. My two favorite streamers. Enjoy the ride.
There you go.
Awesome.
Let's see. I don't have any super chats hardly at all, so we'll just see if we can regular. Where's OTR today?
OTR, there's rumors going around. Well, not rumors, because I actually seen the footage already. What happened with OTR yesterday, there were down 395, 495.
395 was I think it happened, yeah.
And somebody was brake checking to him. And so he decided to get off the truck and go bang on his window. Whether that's the best thing to do, probably not. But, I mean, we all make our own decisions.
Yep.
So now, the Daily Beast picked up a story.
Yep.
And it's blasting him on it.
Yep.
For doing that.
The Daily Beast, from what I can tell, is not our friend.
Well, I mean, just the title, the name of the company, the Daily Beast. He's trying to destroy people.
Yeah.
I mean, why would you name a media company Beast?
Well, the Beast, that was the one that was in the media, in the meeting down there with Ted Cruz and all them, the guy that was wearing the mask.
I believe so.
Yeah, and Ron finally turned around and said, "Hey, I've had enough of your nonsense." And but yeah, I'm pretty sure he was with the Beast. I'm sure. But yeah, I just I don't know. Everybody's trying to label this, conservative, liberal, Republican, Democrat. They're trying to label it all. Okay, well, there's a bunch of Republicans out here doing this, so it must be bad. Okay. I understand you might have different views and ideas, let's say on abortion or war, different kinds of wars, who war with. Okay, I understand those kind of things, your politics and everything. But this here is like, why would you be against getting rid of the Emergency Powers Act? It doesn't need to be there, okay? And all it does is gives the government a whole bunch of extra power that they don't deserve, so... And the funny thing is, who signed that into law? Trump signed it into law with the idea of Emergency Powers Act after a hurricane or after an earthquake or some natural, big disaster type thing. And once he gets out, Biden gets in, and hey, let's use this to force people to do things, and let's force people to get the jab and all this kind of stuff. So. I just don't understand why people would be against it. Hey, I'm against breathing. Well, or I'm all for breathing. Well, if you're a Republican or if you're a conservative, it must be bad. I'm not going to breathe anymore. I mean, it's just silly. I don't understand why people would be against what we're doing here. But there are, and then I know so many of these people that are these trolls and everything. They're paid. That's what their job is.
Not. Everybody keeps referring to their pay. Do they actually get a paycheck from somebody?
I don't know.
Or
I don't know. I mean, keep talking about that.
I get a lot of viewers coming here. Oh, there's paid trolls. I mean, is there actually something that exists like that where somebody could show up or sign up online?
Don't know. I don't know, but I'm sure there are. Those Antifa people, that showed up in Portland and everything. I mean, they didn't show up with a bandana. They showed up with gas masks and riot gear, the same kind of riot gear the police wear. They're all dressed in black, and they got the bulletproof vests and all that kind of stuff on. So that's organized. That's not just hey, I think I'll go out and get me that's not cosplay. That's not Star Trek uniform kind of stuff. That's serious stuff that they're getting.
Ronald, thank you so much for that, and Mike, thank you so much for that.
Hey, there we go. Timber me shiver. Trucker G came up with Tyler Lee's CB name. It's Pretty Boy.
See if we can catch him on this CB.
Hey, Pretty Boy.
We gotta catch up to him or not. Hey, Pretty Boy.
Please call Pretty Boy. Thank you for all you do. Very good. I'm going to try to keep this thing.
I don't worry about that.
Slipping. Okay.
If it's bugging you, you can actually take it down.
No.
Gives you more.
I keep thinking it's about ready to fall out.
It does that. It's time for me to get a new.
All right, what do we got? Mike Buckhead Cigar. Thank you. Trucker in the bean. There you go. He's got it on there too. Trucker on the bean. Let's see, Jason Finch. Thank you, Stan, for showing us the truth. I'm trying. I touched on this morning when I was still in the truck. The 13 trucks that split off yesterday.
Not elaborate.
What do you know about it?
I have nothing to say because I have heard it twice, and you're the second one.
Okay.
But somebody mentioned I stuck around last night. I went live at the Speedway during the dark time. After I ended the feed, I was just driving around, talking to people. There's a lot of people at nighttime don't want cameras in their faces.
Right.
And somebody mentioned about there was 13 trucks because of the Convoy, or...
Well, remember 13 soldiers died when they were evacuating Afghanistan, when we were retreating. Okay, and the whole, the whole mess that Biden caused by doing that. But anyway, yeah, if you wanted to get out, fine, but you don't just pack up and pull pull all the soldiers out and leave all those people there. Do it orderly, you know, and he just pulled the plug to get out of there. Everybody had to turn around and go. So, but anyway, 13 soldiers died because of that. So, yesterday we were sitting there, and I was in the back of the convoy. I mean, I wasn't the very tail, but there was the lead truck, Trucker G, and then all the cars, and then the trucks, RVs, and then the trucks. Well, somehow or another, there was about a dozen or so trucks got up in the front. Not a dozen, just a group, okay? Small group of trucks, because X-Ray says, well, there's no more cars. Come on, trucks, let's go. You know, let's go. Well, then after they went out, a whole bunch of cars came back out again. So there was actually two groups of trucks. There was some up front, there was some in back. And I had to pull over and tinkle. And after I did that, I was going to get out there and pass and go back up with those other trucks. And I looked in my mirror, and there's a bunch of trucks behind me. And there was a large, I mean, it wasn't 13, it was, 30 or 50. You know, it was quite a few back there. There we go. Hello, sir. So, anyway, I just kind of kept dragging back, trying to get back into that, come on, cars behind me, pass me and get up there, So I kept waving them around. Finally, I got to where I was kind of like the lead truck of that second group, Not a lead truck, but I was just in the front of all of them. And so when the traffic come to a stop downtown, I was toward the back, which is way back by the Pentagon. They were closing up on the Virginia side of the river, which is DC. I understand DC, I understand people, but on the Virginia side where the Pentagon is, there were none of the off ramps are blocked. It was once we get across the Potomac into Virginia or into Maryland, that's where the DC police closed all the exits. So when the first group of trucks, Trucker G and the first group of cars went through, they kind of went right on through, but then traffic started getting snarled and more messed up, and then it kind of got backed up. By the time we got up there, we pulled up around the Pentagon and stopped. And we sat there for a long time, half hour, 45 minutes, something like that. And somebody behind me, I don't remember which one it was, but one of them jumps out. Actually, I know which one it was, but anyway, it doesn't matter. There's one of the guys, he's looking at this ramp going over to the express lanes. There's nobody on the express. I mean, it's completely open. There's not one car. No, here's the old antique Pete. I'll get right back to that. Here's this old antique Pete. That's a 50s, I think. There we go. Man, that is a pretty truck.
It is a beautiful truck.
It's a show truck for going to like antique truck shows. But I was wondering, I never see him at the racetrack. Now I know why. He's probably standing in a hotel watching our feeds. So anyway.
Was he at the convoy?
Yeah, he's been in the convoy since like Ohio.
Well, look how beautiful the truck. You want to get all muddy up in there.
But he'd probably stay in a hotel, and that's the vehicle he's driving. So, but yeah, he's probably paying attention to this live stream. So when he sees the trucks drive by, he jumps in with them. But he's an older fella. I've never met him, never talked to him. I've been looking for him, but I can't find him. And there's another old antique Kenworth that's driving around in here too, but I haven't seen him.
Oh wow!
He might have went back home. So it's that's probably a 50s model, like a 57 or a 61 or something.
I heard there's a truck show coming up.
Okay, yeah, they have them all the time all around the country.
But it's like a big one. I think Trucker G's leaving this weekend because he has to go to that.
People on the shoulder.
Pay attention to your kid, lady. That scares me there when she's over here waving.
Yeah, she's paying attention to the convoy. Walking up by the highway. Yeah. So anyway, we're sitting there, and one of the trucks pulls out, and he says he sees this ramp. We're right there in front of this ramp to go over to the express lanes, and we're all tied up here. We're all single file, and everything's just all backed up, and the express lane's sitting right there. So they get the wild out. Let's just take that and go around. Just get on the expressway and go on around. Which all that does is gets over there, goes across a different bridge, and once it gets over into Maryland, it merges right back in. Wouldn't you know? The trucks have pulled. They all pulled out. I'm like, where are they going? I might as well go too. And I joined with them. There was no plan or anything. It just so happened there were 13 trucks.
And you were
just by dumb luck. If I wouldn't have went, it would have been 12. And nobody would have been able to say anything.
So you were part of those 13.
I was in the 13. I was like number 8.
Wow. And
we went across the bridge, and it merged right back in with 395. It was the 395 express lanes. But the guys on the main bridge, the 395 local traffic bridge, they're all sitting dead still. All these RVs, cars, and all these trucks are sitting over there, and they're looking at us taking off. And they're like, where are they going? And somebody counted. There's 13 of them. Hell, that's a symbolic 13. You see how stuff gets started? Nobody had any plan of going downtown and doing doing any of that.
So it was not planned.
It was not planned.
The rumors.
We had no idea, no plan to go into the downtown area. We were going to stay on the freeway just like everybody else. Wow. But you see how rumors get started?
Real quick.
Yeah.
Because I heard it was pre-planned.
Nope. Nope. Now, what's going on today? I'm not a part of. I don't know. I'm not a part of any of this stuff. I'm just a truck, just like everybody else. Everybody says, "Well, Stan, he's an organizer." No, I'm not an organizer. Stan's on the inside. I talk to Brian every once in a while, say hi to him. And he's so busy, people pulling him left and right, and I know what that's like because people are pulling me left and right. I want to get your autograph. I want to, get a sticker. I want to say hi. Take a photo. I'm like, okay, yeah, great, no problem. So I know what that's like, and he's getting it twice as bad as I am. So I try to leave him and Mike alone unless it's something important. So.
GWT, sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, go ahead.
333. We just gave him 1,000 subscribers. So he was the mechanic who installed, one of the mechanics who installed this radio.
Oh, okay.
I gave some cash to the other mechanic. He didn't want to charge me, but I still gave him cash. I mean, what's right. And the second mechanic has a YouTube channel, GWT. I hope you don't mind.
GWT, no.
333. And all he asked from me was to help him out to give him enough subscribers to go live.
Yep.
As of yesterday, he added like 100 subscribers. He just hit 1,000 right now.
Right. Well, there you go.
So,
you're going to shout everybody? Can I shout myself out?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, everybody. We've got 122,000 subscribers now. It's just, I'm just tickled to death about that. But last night, the live feed got cut because the doctors were talking about medical misinformation. YouTube cut that stream. It's the same speech they've given a lot of the other time, but now that I'm above 100,000 subscribers, they're paying more attention to it, I think. So I went back last night. I thought when it shut the camera phone down, it just went, and it says you have been cut. I'm like, oh no, my channel is lost. Oh, and I was pretty upset about it, and I just stormed back to the truck. People were like, hey, can I get it? No, not today. Right now, I am busy. I got to go do something. I was kind of showing people. Sorry for any of those people I cut off, but can I get a picture with my kid? No, not right now. I've got to get back to the truck. So I went back and got on and found out, no, it wasn't. They didn't shut the whole channel down. The way YouTube works, they have a warning system, okay? A strike system. 3 strikes and you're out kind of thing. Well, a few years back, they decided, no, the strikes are a little too stringent. We will give a warning. If somebody just doesn't know, they give a warning, okay? You've had your warning. So you get a warning, you get it one time, okay? And then after that warning, if you do something that is against the community guidelines, the YouTube community guidelines, which is things like medical disinformation, okay, or misinformation, inciting things, there's certain propaganda, certain things that they say no, we don't, and people, YouTube just put that up. YouTube just put that up because of this no, that's been in ever since YouTube first started, okay? And I just don't have anything in my channel that's really that wild and controversial, so I've never had to deal with it until now. All right, so last night I get the strike. They take the video down and give me my warning about a strike. Now, the next time they do anything, I'll get a strike, okay? That strike cuts your channel for 1 week. Now, I don't know if you can't watch other videos, but you can't post anything, okay? But anyway, they cut your channel for 1 week. That's your punishment.
I think what they do, they run an audit on your channel during that week, and they take every video down that has to relate to it.
Okay.
Or that relates to it.
Okay. See, I didn't know. They, like he said, they audit your channel. They go through and look and see what you've been doing or whatever. All right. So that's why I went in last night, and every video that I could find that had Dr. Lockham up in it, all the way back to Indiana. Indiana's the first time he showed up. Okay. All the doctors, that's the first time they showed up. So I went back and took all those videos. I didn't delete them. I just made them private. I don't know if that's good enough for YouTube, making them private, or you have to completely delete them off. I don't know.
But I think that should work, because being private, nobody can reach it.
Nobody can reach it.
Unless you give them...
No,
not even the link.
Yeah, you can't. If it's private, nobody can get it. I can make it unlisted. You have 3 choices: private, unlisted, or public. Unlisted, it's on there, but you can't find it by a search. Somebody has to send you. I have to send you a link so you can watch the video. Okay. So anyway, so I got my warning yesterday. Okay. Now from now on, I'll get strike. I get cut off for a week, and if I get another one, they cut you off for I think a month, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. And the third strike, you're out. They delete your channel. They shut your whole channel down.
And they don't care.
And and there's nobody. There's not an 800 number you can call up. Oh, please let me back on. It's just gone. All right. I've worked for 5 years building this channel up. I do not want to lose it because some doctor gets up there and says something that's probably true, but YouTube thinks it's not true. Okay, so I have made the decision that all the evening videos that I'm going to do, I've got a second channel called Sasnak 2.0. That's SASNAK, a space, the number 2, a period, and a number 0, 2.0. Okay, Sasnak 2.0. And I only had 18 or 14 subscribers on it. Okay, I use that channel for things like when I do reviews, like flashlight reviews and stuff. The company in China, they want to see the video before I put it out. Okay, so I put it on that channel, let them watch it, and they go, oh, okay, and then I upload it onto regular YouTube and release it. So that's what I was using that channel for. Well, I went in there and deleted all the videos except one. There was a really cool lightning storm that was down in South Texas one night. I mean, it was like, paparazzi flashbulbs. It was going on, and I left that up. That's a pretty cool video. I left that one on there because I wanted to leave at least one video on there in case if I took them all down, then it might delete the channel or something. So, but anyway, I need over 1,000 subscribers over there. I've already got 4,000. So, wow. Just from this morning making a shout out, a whole bunch of people. Well, I mean, I don't expect it to grow very big. I just wanted to get above 1,000 so I can start live streaming.
It's always good to have a backup channel, and that's why I got to start.
Right. So what I'm going to do on that is this stuff we're doing here, which I have control over what's being said right now. Okay. When I'm standing there and I got my mic on the podium and these people get up and start yakking, I don't know what they're going to say until they've already said it. It's too late then, So I'm not going to risk my channel, my main channel, on those speeches. So when I've got a sticker here, a thing here. Hey, there's some people on the bridge. There we go. There's some people on the bridge up here. Cool beans, dude. All right. I got this little thing, this card that I made up. All right. And when I'm watching the viewers, the guy's up on the stage, okay, Mr. Go, so he's standing up here and he's giving his speech, la, 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 and he starts saying something, and I know that this guy's probably going to say something that's going to get flagged. I'm going to go over here and hit the mute button, and it's going to be dead silent. I'm going to hold this up here.
What does that say?
I have the camera muted. I'll explain in a moment. That is high tech, man. That is really, really high tech. So anyway, I just figured that would be my little way of letting people know, because then, if you mute it, all of a sudden the chat, can't hear you, the audios went down, and then people will leave. And I don't want them to leave for this 5 minutes. This guy's up there yakking about something, So anybody that I want to mute and not, I don't know what he's going to say. I'm going to mute it, put that little sign up so people won't go nuts, and I'll understand. Yeah, well, that's not the problem. When he starts talking about actual medical stuff, that is,
that's the problem. There's certain words that you cannot use it, especially the C word.
Yep. Yeah.
COVID word.
Yeah.
That one.
Can you spell it?
Yeah,
apparently.
I think so. Yeah. I mean, I dropped out of school.
And I've used that word many times. It's just it's what you're using the word for. Okay. Like, if you use the word mother, that's fine. But if you use the word mother along with another word, it's a totally different meaning, And I think the C word is something like that. If you're just sitting there talking about, oh yeah, well, last year when the whatever, that's fine. But when you're sitting there medically talking about it, that gets flagged strong.
Big time.
Okay, or actually, the computer, the algorithm is a computer listening for these key words. When they hear it, that keys up, and somebody's probably sitting there on the other side of the desk.
Exactly what it is.
And look and say, okay, well, he's not using it for that reason, whatever. Oh, nope, this guy's using it for a bad reason. We got to.
It's just their AI, the algorithms, and that's the same thing that happens to my Facebook page. If I get 20 seconds, 30 seconds of music, they take the whole stream down.
Right.
They block me from 200 and something countries.
Yep.
Because of the 30-second music.
Yep.
And then I end the stream later on, and they release the claim. The claim.
Yeah.
Because it was just so small after they review it. But what's the whole point of releasing the claim if you took down my stream?
Yeah. The way that works, folks, is all right. I've got a video. Let's say it's a live stream or it's just a regular edited video. I use my camera. I go back to the computer and I edit it, and I put a little snippet of music in there. You know, one of the ones I always like to use was Space Odyssey. You know, bum, 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 you know, for a reveal of something, right? The door going up and the truck backing out of the shop or something like that. Well, just that 10 seconds of that song, boom, 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 you know.
It's enough to flag.
Supposedly, you can use up to 30 seconds of a song. No. Okay, supposedly, but not on YouTube. Okay, so what they do is if you have any song that the computer recognizes, okay, it goes, that's copyrighted music, and it flags it, and you either lose your monetization, which is how we get paid on YouTube, is monetization. Okay, you lose your commercials, or one of two things will happen. One, you'll lose it altogether, or you'll have to share whatever, you know, my $5. I do a video, make $5 on it. I'm going to have to share $2.50 with the guy with the music, you know, and he's probably dead, you know what I'm saying? But somebody owns the copyright, so you know.
Well, I'll tell you how much they flag it. I pay somebody on Fiverr. On the VRE's Fiverr.
I've heard of it. But
it's where you can hire freelancers to do work for you.
Right.
To do me a couple of introduction clips off with the logo. He made one that was 6 seconds, added music.
Yep.
Those 6 seconds of music got flagged.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, it's... so anyway, what you can do is you can go back there and appeal it, for one. And I don't know how often they get, you know, appeals go through or whatever, but you can also go back there in the video and cut that 5 seconds out or something. You know, to cut that 5 seconds out takes me about 2 hours. You know, I'm not real fast on the computer stuff, and it's stuff that I don't normally do.
Do you know that YouTube started a beta version of where you could just mute that song and keep your audio?
Okay, I haven't got into that yet because I don't usually do that.
If you go to the not all the time it lets you, but if you go to the action site, you're able to. There's a little part instead of mute, the segment.
Yep.
It says erase the song, and it keeps your original. But they're still in the beta.
Right. I have done that with some of the stuff where there's music and stuff. They say there's a bridge with some people on it. Honky horn. There you go. That's come on, you gotta get some air horns on this. Get some train horns on this.
Hey, don't be talking about my runner. The Black Bean is sponsored by Looney Tunes. It's the Roadrunner horn.
Yep. There you go. So it looks like we're kind of getting caught up with the convoy and everything. Everybody's slowed way down. You know, from the very first cars up there, trucks up there.
The ride just to get to the Beltway is kind of sluggish.
I get to yawning on the way back. You know, you're up and excited, and your adrenaline's flowing and all that. And by the time 4 or 6 hours later, you're on the way back home.
Oh, they want the CB. Can we get some CB?
Sure. I think we ought to head up to the front of the pack.
Yeah, we're gonna get it.
But yeah.
Oh, I'll let you handle that. That way it'll look like if I'm reaching over there.
Yeah, reaching over between my legs. Come on, dude.
No.
Straighten up. But what was we talking about? The monetization and all that. So yeah, it's just, you know, you work so hard to make this channel up, and then, you know, one little thing ruins the video, or one little thing can, you know, actually eventually ruin somebody's channel. You know, something that somebody else says.
Brake check at the 43.
I've had to throw videos before last night. I had 4 videos that I had.
At 48, we are running about 40 miles an hour in between 35 and 40.
38.
Exit 48, the mile mark 48.
So tell us about your channel, how you started, and what made you decide to join the People's Convoy.
My mom.
Huh?
You know where Quartzsite, Arizona is?
I know where Arizona is.
You know where Phoenix is?
Yes, sure.
Go straight west of Phoenix on I-10, go over to the California line, where I-10 runs over into California. Back up 17 miles into Arizona at the 17 or 19 mile marker, the little town of Quartzsite. And it's a haven for snowbirds. Okay. People in their campers come out. A lot of them will go down to Yuma and get in RV parks and full hookups. But Quartzsite's known for being a lot of BLM land, Bureau of Land Management, not the other BLM. There's Bureau of Land Management, a bunch of open desert type land that's out in the west is owned by BLM, okay? And it's a government agency, kind of like the Forest Service or something. And a lot of people go out there and camp because they can camp for free. And you can stay there for 14 days, then you move off somewhere else and stay there for 14 days. And you spend the winter down there in the warm Arizona summer, or Arizona winters, so you're not freezing your butt off in Ohio or something, okay? So people living, full-time in an RV, retirees, that type of stuff, they all go down there. Well, I was out there hanging out with some friends of mine that were they're van life type people, living in like my van that you first saw me in. Mm-hmm. I was out there hanging out with those kind of people back in 2017, and I got done with that. It was for about 2 weeks. Every year we have a little two-week get together, and it was over with, and I went back to Phoenix and picked up a trailer, and was taking that trailer to Atlanta. So I called my mom just saying, hey, what's up? Talking to her. She said, what are you doing? I said, I'm heading to Atlanta. Oh, okay, great. And we got done talking to her, and I go on to Atlanta, delivered that trailer, and I went over here. 2 weeks later, I call her up. I just happened to be in Chicago, going to where else? Atlanta again. So I'm leaving Chicago, I'm probably over in Indiana somewhere, driving along, and the phone, I call Mom, and she says, where are you at? What are you doing? I says, I'm heading to Atlanta. She goes, oh, you're still on your way to Atlanta. Oh, that's so good. I'm like, I'm still on my way. Oh, no, Mom, no. That was 2 weeks ago. That was another load. I went here. I told her all the places I went that week during those 2 weeks. And she was like, oh, my. Oh, boy, I had no idea you drove so much, Mom, I'm a truck driver. Of course I drive a lot, So I thought, and some guys out there at the Quartzsite gathering, they were YouTubers. And I thought YouTube was kind of, at the time, I kind of thought YouTube was more of a, people in studios, production type people, And I didn't know that just any old buddy can grab a phone and go live, make a YouTube video, or a video, post it on YouTube, and now you're a YouTuber. Mm-hmm. I didn't know that. And so I was watching these guys doing all these videos and everything, and I thought, I was sitting there talking to a friend of mine, and he says, yeah, you ought to make a YouTube channel. About what? Well, just make videos and put them on YouTube so your mom can see what you do. That ain't a bad idea. So I got a camera. I bought a GoPro 6, I think, or GoPro. What was the first one that was waterproof? Anyway, so I bought a GoPro, and I used that camera, and the audio was terrible. Go back and look at Sasnak 1, okay? Because I number all my videos, all my regular videos, not these live streams, but all my regular videos. I'm up to like 690 now, something like that. So go back and watch Sasnak 1. Just go to, type in Sasnak 1 and watch that video. It was horrendous. It was so bad. And go back and watch that, and you can. My ears just popped.
Mine too.
Going up the hill here. We're gonna run that. This lane runs out. You know that, right?
Yeah.
So, been there, done that, right?
Oh, yeah.
So, anyway, I make a couple videos and put them up for my mom to see so she can see, oh, that's what you do for a living. Oh, okay, great. 30 years of driving, and my mom was like, oh, I know, I understand aunts and uncles and cousins and all that, a couple friends of mine and stuff like that. Well, I don't know, a couple weeks later, all of a sudden I got 200 bit, started making better videos. Next thing you know, I've got 10, 20, 30, 50,000 viewers. I got 57,000 viewers after 5 years of doing this. Wow. And 3 weeks ago, tomorrow's 3 weeks, right? Mm-hmm. For me anyway, on a Wednesday. Actually, today is 3 weeks for you, right? So 3 weeks ago, I stumbled across the Convoy and in 3 weeks, I have more than doubled the subscribers.
Wow.
And it just blows my mind. I'm like, wow, this is unbelievable. And I went past my 100,000. How are you on YouTube? Where are you at?
30,000.
Oh, we got to
pump
you up.
Yeah, if you guys want to come over to First Responders Media,
there you go.
1ST Responders Media, and hit that sub and just come back to Sassnack.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Please. You got to let it when that was on. Please.
Like and subscribe.
But if you want to help me out, we're at 30,000 right now. Hop on over here. Boost me up real quick.
There you go. Another thing is, when I'm not on this stuff, I'll get you the booster shot. There you go. He's getting the booster. If I'm not on, and pretty much what I do is that in the morning I do the driver's meeting, then I do the driving down to the DC, and then on the way back, or after we get back, I do the evening meeting. And the evening meeting is where I keep getting in trouble because of the speakers. So, but that's what I do. In between all that, he's on pretty much 24 hours a day, it seems. I mean, you're on a lot.
This past days I was not on a lot.
Yep.
We're going to get back to it today. Come back to streaming.
Yeah.
I've been breaking away. I noticed that you're on a little bit later.
Yeah.
By the time I've done all the driving, the morning stuff, I mean, I did not cut off. Right now we're at 2 hours already. So once I go live in the morning, I let it run into bring it back and come back on and do the night meeting, and that's when I usually break off due to the fact that I have to get homework done. Or else we'll be out here.
Right. Okay, so now First Responders Media on YouTube. What about the others, Twitch and all that?
Same thing on Facebook. We're trying to break the 10,000 followers on Facebook. So if you guys have a Facebook page or profile, do me a favor, go over to First Responders Media on Facebook and hit the follow button. Appreciate the like too, but the follow button is what Facebook was worried about for some reason. I don't know. It's a little bit different on Facebook. You got to like and follow. I don't know why they have to do it twice.
Okay.
Unlike Twitch, it's just a follow. Unlike YouTube, it's just a subscribe. So, but we're on Twitch too. First Responder Media.
All of them are spelled the same?
All of them are spelled the same.
Right.
They all started at the same time, but for some reason, when a lot of stuff that I do, it gets censored a lot on Facebook. Facebook's worse about it.
Well, because of what? Because of
the police scanners,
people, dead bodies laying around, that type of stuff.
I will never put a dead body on scene. We do show up to a lot of calls that are fatal calls, shootings that turn out fatal, hit and runs, vehicle versus pedestrian. I've seen some awful stuff out there when I'm recording, and due to the respect to the family, once the tarp comes out, once they start covering the body, I leave the scene. You will never catch me
going up there sticking a camera in a corpse's face.
Correct. I mean, I've been to scenes where firemen have to carry the leg of the individual back to the body and cover it. I've seen, we were at
No? Okay.
That won't affect you, but I'll stop.
In other words, bad stuff. Bad stuff. I've actually seen some bad stuff, just driving down the road, and not very many, but there's been a few that are, like, man, doggone it. That's
Sassnack sent you. Awesome. Holy Spirit, welcome. Welcome, guys. Those are coming over from same thing. If you have not followed,
I just every now and again I always forget Facebook. I get on Facebook. Everybody hollers and screams about Facebook and how evil it is and everything. It's Facebook. I don't feel is evil. The stuff that people put on there is evil. Okay, if you use Facebook for what it was originally intended for, is so people can keep up and hang out with their friends and their families and stuff like that. That's the way I use it. I have a private Facebook account, and I have the Sassnack Facebook account. And the private one is pretty much just my family, my mom, sisters, and stuff like that, and aunts and uncles, and just friends that I know. And these people that go out on Facebook, I got 4,000 friends. No, you don't. You got 2 friends and 4,000 people that just, watch your, those aren't friends. You don't even know their names. How can they be your friend?
But do you have a Facebook page, not a profile. Have you made an official Sasnack?
It's a
Facebook
page, and the only way I can get to it is going to my regular.
Yes, correct.
My regular, my Facebook, and then go over to a page.
That's the way it works.
Right. And I tried to do it, and once you have, I don't know. I struggle with this kind of stuff, trying to figure out how to, oh, there you go. This camera's falling.
I got.
What actually happened to it? It just
that little lock in the back broke.
So,
make it work.
We're in what's this town?
This is Frederick, right?
Frederick. One lane over. Here I am backseat driving you. You've never been on this route, have you? You don't have no idea where you're going, do you?
Down here to the Beltway? No, it's my first rodeo today.
First rodeo? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm sitting there backseat driving him. Here, turn there, do this. But
sounds like I have my wife with me today. Make a turn here. I'm sorry, babe. No, it's not my wife. She's watching. Oops, what the heck?
You're in trouble. You're in a doghouse now.
What the heck?
You might as well just stay out here now.
Yep.
Yeah, just stay in a hotel.
Fry TV sending you guys for subs. Thank you, Fry TV.
Yep, Fry. I didn't know anything about Fry TV until all this goes on, and I'm sitting there watching this guy. Why is he restreaming my stuff? Then I kind of found out, he's actually very helpful. He gives everybody credit. Go. If you want to watch this guy, go to his channel. He gives all the information and all that. What I don't like is this is what I don't like. Somebody sent me an email today with a link to a YouTube channel, and I'm not going to say who it is because he doesn't deserve any of it. It's a truck driver, has a YouTube channel. He has 22 subscribers. Okay, the video had 12 views. Okay, but it had my name in the title. Okay,
wow.
Sasnack this something or other, blah blah blah. So I watched the video. It was about 3 minutes long, and all he did was talk about prostitutes and STDs. Didn't even mention my name anywhere in it. But on the title, he put Sasnack so that he could get a bunch of views. And it didn't work. He had 14 views. He had 20 subscribers and 14 views or something like that. And I'm like, even the people that are subscribed to you don't want to. And he had, I think, 6 views videos up. He's just started like last week, and he has like 6 videos up.
Talking about lot lizards and
yeah, if anybody doesn't know what a lot lizard is, it's a lady of the evening that frequents truck stop clientele. Okay.
We actually have an emote that I made for the members.
Yeah.
Can our members over here on YouTube post that emote? You'll see it coming up.
What?
One of those emotes. Lot lizards.
Oh yeah. An emoji, you mean?
Yeah. Well, emotes. That's what it's called over here on Twitch.
Oh, on Twitch. Okay.
There it goes, right there.
Oh, there you go, right there. Oop, got to turn around. There we go, right there. Oh, look at that. That's funny. Gotta get focused in here. Well, yeah, they got a emoji or emote over on Twitch. So, man, something else. So this is just live chat. There's no video on these?
There is video, but since I have 3 of them running, only one of them goes, but all the 3 live chat over there on YouTube now.
Okay, so these, to the people, they're seeing this.
Yeah, they're all seeing
that right there.
That right there.
Okay, it's just on this screen, only one can. It only has the ability to have one live.
Correct.
Now, if you touch this one, does it make this one live now?
Yeah.
Okay. So just down here. Let's mess this stuff up. Just touch here.
Yeah.
See, it makes that one live and this one not live.
Just push play.
Oh. There you go. So we'll switch over. So now that one is playing and this one pauses. Okay. Same with this one here?
Yep.
Okay. So I was putting back here where he was.
That don't matter. I don't have a present.
Did I do it wrong?
Yeah.
There you go. So I'm afraid to touch stuff because it's like my first time I had my phone, my smartphone to my dad, and he's over there trying to touch stuff, just like I was doing there. Touching. He's like he's trying to gently touch it, and he actually touches it where we're at now. But they're in there.
I'm gonna catch up to you right now.
Yeah. So that's why I haven't been showing much of the driving part here because we're actually talking, and I think you'd rather look at us talking than just in the back of a car.
But you know what? Did the convoy get this split up already?
I don't know.
Because we just passed the back trucks.
Yeah. No, there's just traffic. They get out there to get to driving, and people can't catch up and everything because of traffic. If it wasn't for traffic, remember out west, there's no problem. You get catch up, no problem, because there wasn't that much traffic. All this traffic now, you can't work your way through it to catch up to the people you need to be to. So you just, what they need to do is every so often. What we need to do is every so often, they need to like maybe take an exit or something, or I don't know. There's no good way. Now, to me, the too unruly and unmanageable. I suggested to them, hey, we ought to split it up in like 3 or 4 separate. The cars go this way, the trucks go that way, the motorhomes go that way, or something.
Well, somebody was mentioning this morning. How come they didn't send the 4-wheelers one way on the 395 and
they have a reason for it. They told me, I don't remember what it was. I suggested that over a week ago, and they have a reason. I don't remember what it was, but when they told me, I was like, oh, okay, But there's so many other things. Like I don't understand why we don't get on the left lane. Get in the left lane and just sit there. Okay, yeah, somebody's going to get a ticket. No, I'm just in traffic. That one car up front might get a ticket. And everybody takes care of it for it. So, but that one car up there going too slow, he gets a impeding traffic ticket.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, he pulls over, and then there was another driver who was on the radio the other day said, well, the pilot car got pulled over about 4 days ago.
What was that about?
Just pulled him over and gave him a ticket. Everybody, he got a ticket. Hey, he's going to jail. They're going to throw him in jail.
I thought you was done smacked. So the escort guy got
the escort pickup got pulled over, and everybody on the radio started talking. Oh, he's getting a ticket. He's going to be going to jail and blah 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 because he's a instigator of a disobedience. But there's all kinds of. They pulled him over and gave him a warning.
For what?
For impeding traffic. He's driving 35, 40 mile an hour, trying to get the convoy all stacked up. And that one cop, remember, almost all the cops are behind us. Every time you go by, they get their thumbs up, and all this. But yeah, he, of course, they're just like everybody else. Every other group, there's people that are for and against. Well, that cop must have been one of those that doesn't like this convoy, so he pulled the lead truck over. Or his boss told him he had to pull him over because they wanted to make a statement.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he pulled him over, but he gave him a warning. Okay, and if he was a real douche about it, he would have given him a ticket and possibly impounded his truck or something. Who knows?
So he was just following orders.
The cop more than likely was just following orders from higher ups to say, "I need you to pull this guy over." Okay, to make a point. I don't know.
Now, can you take my viewers of what happened yesterday on the 395? Was it true that they had all the exits blocked?
Yeah. Once you get across the bridge into DC proper, which is on the Maryland side, I don't know. DC is actually on the Maryland and Virginia side. So when you come into DC, that triangle, it's a diamond shape. I don't know, is it 10 miles by 10 miles or something like that? Anyway, whatever the size of DC is. Okay. We came up 395, which brings you up from Virginia into DC. You go past the Pentagon, and then you go over the river. When you go over the river, you're going down to the Maryland side of D.C. For the Maryland side of D.C., which is the town of D.C., okay, where all the, everything is. Now, everything's on the Maryland side except the Pentagon and Arlington Cemetery. They're on the Virginia side. Almost everything else is on the Maryland. When you come across the bridge, every exit was closed by the Metropolitan Police. Every one of them was pulled over. And that's what was causing the traffic jam. Okay? So, and I was tickled to death. I thought this was great. We didn't do anything. We're just driving down through there. They blocked all the exits, which made all the cars not be able to go anywhere, which made traffic come to a stop. And it wasn't just 1 or 2 exits right there by the downtown area. It was all the way back down to the Beltway. Wow. Every
So
exit.
they were scared that...
They were scared to death that there was going to be 13 trucks were going to go down and barricade themselves on was it Constitution Avenue or whatever? Down by the Pennsylvania Avenue or whatever. Yeah, and we had no intent. We told the cops before that. I didn't, but the planners
left lane driving slower than the right?
Don't know. So, turn the radio and find out maybe something's going on here. Not going to be a lot of trucks to talk because there's not a lot of trucks. I just realized something. My arm is going to get really sore by the end of the day.
Your arm?
Yeah. I guess I can switch it over here for now. I'm trying to hold it here so we can both.
You don't have no mount? How do you hold your phone when you're driving?
It's held in the truck.
You can't take it out?
Well, I could, but where am I going to put it here? Well, I don't have like suction cup stuff now. I've got mine's actually 3M taped to the floor, the dash, and I usually have a GoPro sitting on there. Well, I've got one of these mounts like this. If I put it in the mount, it just sits there and shakes. It sits there and shakes real bad. So I've devised a different thing. It's just kind of wedged in there with a little piece of duct tape holding it on.
You should look for a stabilizer.
Yeah. Well, it usually works real good. It's just these real fine vibrations. It really makes the thing warm.
Where's the Convoy at?
I don't know. They're up there somewhere.
I've been driving 65 miles per hour, 70 miles per hour, and
they're up there somewhere.
Aren't they supposed to be going 55 miles per hour?
No, no.
Should have made up by now.
Well, I'd like to get up and see the original 12 that came out. That's where I'd like to get up.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
Everything else is just traffic to me, you know. Now, for me, I like to be up where the trucks are, in the trucks, so the camera is showing a line of trucks.
Well,
otherwise,
I want to catch up to them too, because I want to see what plans they have up their sleeves.
What?
What plans?
Oh yeah, because they didn't really say on the meeting. All I know is we're going into DC and going up 395 like we did yesterday. But apparently those 13 or whatever, those dozen trucks or whatever, don't have a wreck or anything. So just do your thing. But I think you'll have better luck once we get on the 3-lane.
Yeah, to catch up.
Yeah. So, yeah, see, folks, here you're sitting there looking at my mustache all the time. There you go.
They're exit 22 right here, brake check.
Yeah.
So they're not too far.
Yeah, they're just further. I'm surprised we're not seeing a lot of cars. You'll see a lot of the cars first, and then you'll see the trucks. But remember, there were Rough Diamond. Thank you, Rough Diamond. What do we got here? Okay. Yeah. Well, I can't do that, Rough Diamond. He says contact. What's WYSIWYG?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He is live streaming near the front of the convoy. Well, how am I going to contact him when I'm live streaming on my phone? You know, I can only use the phone for one thing right now. So I don't have a second phone. And people, well, you need to do this, you need to do that. No, because whenever this is over with, I probably won't do another live stream. You know, that's not my thing.
So you're not planning to live stream?
No. I usually do my videos where I use my cameras. I cut, film video. I take it back, edit it, put music to it, you know. And you've never seen any of my regular videos?
I have.
Oh, okay.
I was seeing one the other day when you were making Snow Angel.
Oh yeah, that was kind of a little odd one there. But normally I get up in the morning, I drive down the road, I film stuff, and then halfway through the day I come up with some new thing for the day. Hey, we're over here, and I'm going to explain how this kind of a trailer works. I'm looking up the particular trailer, and I explain how this trailer works, or I talk about something that's trucking related, or I run across something on the highway and make a video about that. It's just every day I just kind of make it up as I go.
You know what?
There they are right there.
Yeah, I've seen you crash. Take us through that.
Oh yeah, well, all my folks already know about it. But yeah, if you want to go back, this is for your viewers here. If you want to go back and watch a truck crash, there's Sasnak 424. That's the video. And here we go.
Talking about phone calls.
Yeah, that was a spam call.
Yeah,
Want to know if I had insurance or what was it?
Skip here.
Say, Mountie, or State, coming up on the right-hand side, merging in. Rider that's going to need to merge. A rider truck that's going to need to merge.
squelch about when you see these?
Well, I got the breakdown yesterday. That squelch is right behind that volume.
There's volume and squelch, and then you have mic gain and RF gain. Okay, your RF gain. I can explain it to you later on off the
Will not move from the convoy lane. We're going to pass the rider truck. Will not move from the convoy lane. I flashed him.
See how loud he is? And here's your squelch. Okay, he's right there, and he's just as loud as if he was sitting right here. Okay, you take the RF gain, receiving frequency gain, and you turn that down. And here's this guy. You see how raise it up? As you turn this down.
You're going to go by.
You can adjust these ever so slightly. Ain't good talking. See how he sounds farther away now? So you can adjust this so you can tell how close he is. If he's right here, he's nice and loud. And if he's a mile or two away, he's a lot quieter, not near as loud. Okay? Man, they just scales open and they all blew them. They just blew the scales. There's all these trucks are in the scales now. These trucks, they're going in to get weighed. Everybody in the convoy just drove right on by.
Now, can they get ticketed for that?
If they wanted to, but I doubt there's any. There's only like 1 or 2 cops in there. They're not going to chase them down. And they know, See, the thing is, I stopped her last week. I pulled in here to use a little boy's room, and I come back around. And I was waving the trucks on. Hey, go on. And this cop pulls up behind me, and I'm thinking, oh man, they're all up there getting weighed right now. Those are the regular just trucks going down the road. Now this Artesio truck, he didn't pull in. That's because right there's a that's a person. But that Artesio truck, he didn't pull in because he has a transponder, kind of like your transponder for toll tag and stuff. They have what they call Easy Pass, okay, or pre-pass. They got pre-pass thing, and a pre-pass, it communicates with those towers that come over before you get to the scale, and it tells the scale master who the truck is, and there's scales in the road out here. And if he's light, if he's almost empty or whatever, and all his paperwork's in due and everything's good, he just goes on by the truck because they send a message to the truck when the green light comes on, and he's allowed to bypass the scales. It just that many fewer trucks that have to go across the scales and wear the scale out. Okay, because after so many trucks go across the scale, they have to recalibrate them and everything every so often. So anyway, they've devised this system. 20 years ago they started devising the system, and they got real popular about 10 years ago. And so now you have this little transponder, and as long as your paperwork's in order and everything's good, you get to bypass the scale. Now, if he would have had a full load on, 80,000 pounds, that the scales in a highway out here would have triggered that, hey, he's heavy, pull him in for a weigh. Okay, but weigh stations aren't all about weighing; they're about permits and licensing and all that kind of stuff too. So all kinds of stuff you want to hang around with me.
A lot of
There's 2 people on a bridge. Fewer and fewer people on the bridges nowadays, I've noticed, but they're still out there. They're still out there. And it won't be long, we'll be on the 3-lane here, and we'll be able to catch up to everybody. Here we're starting to catch the tail of the trucks here.
Mark, are we going around a semi up there?
See how that's not squelch, that's RPM. See how loud the static is? It makes him sound farther away. So you get an idea of where he's at. If he's right here, he's way down there.
5719. No tags, no flag, no nothing. Just broke into the convoy and it's sitting in front of me. I'm on it. I'm right on his tail. Again, JLD 5719. And he's out of Texas.
So what happened?
So far ahead, but he'll eventually. But the thing is, this guy might be going crazy over somebody that just got mad. Hey, you're in my way, cut him off. He's not
Buddy, I think you need to lay off the coffee tomorrow, okay?
Lay off the coffee tomorrow. Because a lot of these guys get really wild up because somebody brake checked him. They brake checked him because they're trying to merge. You wouldn't let them merge on or something. Okay. Now, being that he's got a Texas tag, that's perplexing. But a lot of times, a lot of these people that are screaming and hollering about this stuff are, way to go. This is exciting. Riding with you. Man, oh man.
I'm a California boy. That's how we ride.
That's how we ride. That's how we roll. So, there we go. We're in a hammer lane now. See, that's another thing. See, trucks aren't technically supposed to be in this third lane. You know about California.
Yeah. Oh, that's a big no.
Yeah. In California, it's a big no-no. Around here, it's more of a suggested don't be in the left lane.
In California, we drive on the third lane.
Yeah.
On the way over here, I had people screaming at me to get off the left lane.
We may have to get around them in the left lane, but
We're finding out closer.
we also have a blue minibus sitting next to us, and he's painting with the blue Versa.
Ooh, them brakes get hot.
So they have some people slowing them down.
Yep. So here we're getting into the RVs right here now.
You guys, you're going to want to come around that blue Versa, that Nissan Versa. You're going to want to go to the left and come around him. He's going to pace you out. He is at the Montgomery College exit 15A. The sign. On the blue Versa. Go.
Take care of that for
This is the Versa, isn't it?
Appreciate
Yeah.
it. Thank you much.
We're looking at a car like this here.
Yeah.
The blue one though. There's a trooper right there.
It is for freedom. I'm trying to pace him out.
Change your face.
These people that they don't know who I am. I'm in the passenger seat of this black car. I'm waving to people that know me.
Around anybody in the convoy, come around the blue Versa. Go to your
Does
left
Sasnak
and
feel
go
like he's
to the
sitting in the
blue
car?
Versa.
On the floor?
Thank everybody, Jersey. You don't have to say it's Bob.
There, look, right there.
There he is. Get back up beside him here. He held a sign up, Sasnak. Yeah. Oh man, I tell you, this is stuff people will remember for years.
Where we're going. Close the gap. The blue Versa is going to pace you out.
Hello?
Folks you're talking to probably don't have radios. You ever thought about that?
Who's this?
Hey, no. Doing a fine job.
I'm over here humming, forgetting I'm on live stream. Hey, you got another call?
Because everybody wants the car, you know? Yes. Some of these people, they just get all excited and wound up, and you'll notice most of the truck drivers are kind of like, it's normal traffic. This happens all the time. This guy on the radio now is probably in a car, and he's all like, "Whoa, this guy's doing it!" Well, he's all excited because it's the first time he's had a radio. I don't know that for sure, but I'm guessing that. So we're starting to get some of the convoy cars now. And once we get on the loop, everybody, get tied back up. By the time we get around halfway around that loop, all those other trucks will catch up in the back. So I'm looking for a blue Versa, right? Yeah.
We're on.
That's right. I don't want to hear this.
You want to hear that?
No. The white noise, though.
Now this would be pretty cool in here because when we get up there, we need to get off and go around little side streets and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You're able to do that where I can't do that in the truck. And I don't know. They were talking. They got something planned up there. The lead trucks.
That's why I'm trying
up
to
there.
catch up to the lead truck right now
Right.
and see.
Yeah, we have plenty of time. We got all the way around the loop to go around there. It's just 4 lanes wide. We'll be able to catch them.
They're gonna get pissed off at me once I get over there because I'm gonna cut somebody off and get. Oh well. It's better to ask for forgiveness.
Yeah.
Well,
2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4.
Allow that blue Versa in. Do not allow that blue Versa in. He is an infiltrator.
Oh.
Dude, I told you, I checked him back at the place. His name's Scott. He's telling me.
Okay, all right. The blue Versa is out. Went to the right. The blue Versa is out. They are an infiltrator. They will come back in on us. You will. I just said he's with us.
How do we know you're not an infiltrator?
Exactly. Yeah.
I've never heard anybody holler and scream on the radio, so I was thinking much about a blue Versa.
Next, how you doing it?
What's up, DJ?
Oh, we're hanging on forward here. That's why I wouldn't come up.
Everyone in the convoy, you are in this blue Versa is working on us. It's got a JLD. I need somebody up here to get this guy. JLD 5719.
Somebody take this coffee, please.
So come on, and I need that little box truck behind the Rolling for Freedom. I need you to pick up the pace. Come on, squeeze this up.
Who's that talking though?
I don't know, I'm trying to figure out who it is.
It's
not X-ray. Or is it?
He's up. He's learning. It's the accordion effect. Lane 3.
They're going to get in this lane here, so.
Sounds like X-ray, but I don't think X-rays.
No.
X-ray was going to be the last one.
Yeah, X-ray wouldn't be acting like that.
What's the speed limit here?
55, what I understand.
Like Jersey J?
Whee! So we having fun yet?
Every day.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We got airport air support. We got air support.
Blackhawks.
We got Blackhawks. Yeah. We got Blackhawks in here. We got 9 more miles, so we got plenty of time.
See the Beltway?
1 mile to go, you need to get over in the lanes, otherwise this will take you the wrong way. You know that. Right.
It's a trucker thing, I think.
Damn four-wheelers.
I think it's a trucker thing, right?
Yeah, it's a trucker thing.
You have to be on control.
See, they're all going to start moving over that third lane. We don't need to get there yet. These trucks aren't in the convoy, at least I don't think they are. They're just on their way down to deliver freight and do their normal thing. Hey, see, I'm making you legal. You can be in this lane because there's two people in the carpool lane. See? Yeah, that blue Versa, he's just all kind of, Dude, it will be okay.
It's a Versa. It won't do much.
Here we kind of, I bet you we're getting up to him now here.
Yeah.
Looking for a blue Versa. They said he didn't have any flags or anything like that on him, so.
Here comes the black Versa now.
Yeah, start talking about us.
Have no flags on it here.
You have no flags or nothing on. And the reason is you're trying to stay neutral as far as you're more of a reporter on this, right?
I'm here as media.
As media, right.
I had American flags. I had American flags. They just ripped.
Oh, there's one right there by your head. But you're trying to stay neutral as far as that goes.
I'm staying neutral. I'm an unbiased media.
Do you want to?
My my point of this is for the viewers to see what's happening here and for them to decide. I'm not here to try to push my views on somebody's house.
Right.
I mean, we all have
on
views.
this?
We all have views,
Okay.
and I keep my views private, not public.
Very good. Okay.
And
So what are they? What are they?
I have my views, but it's not for me to tell the people what to think.
Right.
We are all grown adults. Let them see. I'm just here to bring you guys a live stream of what's going on.
Right.
You guys decide.
Right.
And everybody's. That's the beautiful thing about this country. Everybody has the right to believe what they want and think what they want.
Yep.
Well, he's saying that we're leaving behind. It's probably probable that there's cars all the way from there to here. So I don't think we're leaving anybody behind. We're just doing our job. I'm proud.
CNSI, I wonder what that is. Capital Bank, CNSI, Enterprise Car Rental. There you go.
And there we go.
Turning Point. All these different buildings up here. So we're about 6 miles out from the Beltway and trying to kind of catch up to the lead trucks. My driver, he's not very good in traffic. He doesn't know how to drive in non-California traffic. He just doesn't know what he's doing.
Me? Wow.
Well, you know how to drive in California traffic. You don't know how to drive in non-California traffic.
We may need to pass this trail up in front of us.
That's why I move out of the way.
Oh, state trooper.
Yeah.
State trooper.
You've been tailgating me for a while now.
I don't know if you can hear me on the live stream, but go on there if you can.
Who?
He's trying to talk to us. Say that again, driver. I missed what you said there about the live stream.
Up at the bridge.
There he is. Right here.
He's convertible coming up in lane 2. He's friendly. Got his fist in the air, honking at us. That mean Hail Hitler or no?
Kick him out? No, we'll kick him out.
The media will pick up on that. See, there's a bunch of Nazis out here.
Well, we're going to Uber him back.
There you go. So here's the convoy. This is the cars. And we should get up here before too long. We'll run into the, you see a blue Versa anywhere? I'm probably missing because I don't pay that much attention